Hey, good to see y'all. In this video today, we're going to talk about something I call automating the automation. It's all about building efficiency upon efficiencies and where to really find these great possibilities. Well, my name's Greg Paskal, and I'm here with the craft of testing, and I'm really excited to help our community grow and bring the very best tips that I have to offer to all of you so that you can leverage them as well in your daily automation efforts. You know, there are opportunities to leverage automation all over the place. Sometimes it's important just to step back and ask, what's eating up all my time? And where could I maybe find a way to bring an efficiency there as well? Having to see these opportunities is a skill beyond simply testing, and it can be a real key to getting great wins in automation. So for a moment, let's take off our testing glasses, which now I can't see a thing at all, and I want you to consider for a moment what other possibilities exist. So let's take a moment to consider, what do you have when you remove the word test from test automation? Well, you have automation, of course. And what are some things possible with just automation? There are lots of things. If you think about just some of the simplest things that you do every day, well, maybe you could check if a file exists on your local file system, or for that matter, create a file or add to an existing file or even delete it. That's a very simple thing, but we all know the capabilities of what we've learned in automating and testing with automated tools can also do some of these other things. You could even do something as simple as checking that an application is installed, let's say on your computer, or in some sort of execution environment. We have a bunch of them, and I know to look in every single one of them would take me hours to go through all of them. So here's a place I could leverage my automation. What about something like checking that your path variables have the right information in them so that the automation runs well when it has to perform testing? You could even do things like this, where I got one of my very first wins in automation was actually generating test data for my manual test engineers. You could do other things that might be helpful to your developers, such as setting up accounts, or something that would be helpful to a product manager that needs some sort of just general information on the health of the environment, let's say. So these and much more are possibilities when you begin to think outside the box. So how can automation support your automation? And through that, I want to really share with you an area that I leverage in kind of non-testing automation every single day with my team. So now, my automation team, we support over 1 million automated tests per month. In some cases, 3 times that much, depending on the efforts we're working on and the projects we're working on. That's supporting 30 test engineers on top of that. And we have over 25 execution environments. That's a lot of virtual environments to keep an eye on. So we leverage automation to do a couple things that are really helpful to us. One is we cycle all those execution environments every single day. We all know sometimes just turning it off and on again keeps things going pretty smooth. So why not just simply automate that process of reboot? I like to assess the health of the environment. So I have an automated test or an automated solution that just goes out and assesses the environment just to make sure things look like they're healthy. I'm not running out of disk space. My CPU is not being tanked because I've got a memory leak from an old test running or something like that. And I really maintain those environments for efficiencies. I also produce a summarized report every day of the environments. And guess what? All of that's done before I even walk into the office in the morning. So I sit down at my desk, and open up my tool, and lo and behold, there's all the details from all of this work that has been done automated before I even got there. And I have a good sense, like, look, all of our systems are in great shape and ready to help our manual test engineers today as they leverage all the automation we've written for them. It's important to remember that automation, whether it's testing or not, comes with overhead and cost. So when you start to consider that, things like environments are needing to be maintained, and there's code to manage and systems to set up. What can you leverage in your automation skills, not your testing skills, but just your automation skills, that can really give you a win there and really cut some time out to help you recoup some of that time for maybe writing more test automation or helping one of your engineers figure out what they want to automate next. So remember this, automation is powerful for when you're doing non-testing activities as well as testing activities. And identify areas where automation can support your success in your test automation. It's a great place for it. Look for things that are really eating up your time. They're just eating your lunch and you're like, I wish I had a way to make this more efficient. And see what you can apply with your automation skills to make that a lot easier. And by all means, share with your leaders what you're realizing through these efficiencies. They love to hear that. It shows great win with your skills and what you bring to the table. And overall, it really helps out the team. So this week, I want to leave you with this challenge. Identify just one area, just one, you can do this, that you can leverage non-testing automation, and you can maybe write something small that will help give you a new efficiency. So with that, I want to encourage you to check the show notes in the description. I've got details there. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel here at Craft of Testing, and I want you to check out some of my new Craft of Testing shirts and some of the swag I've got. You can find that at shop.craftoftesting.com. So with that, this is Greg Paskal signing off, and I want to encourage you to pursue the craft of testing well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I would love to connect with you, so feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm very easy to find at Greg Paskal on LinkedIn. For those of you who are in the automation world, take a look at my book, Test Automation in the Real World. You can find more about that at realworldtestautomation.com.